What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video. Darren Mougey spoke with the media today, and he went through a bunch of different things. One of the Jets' biggest weaknesses on the roster, he defends. He talks Justin Fields, and they also spoke about the newest New York Jets. So let's get into it. So the Jets director of player personnel, Robbie Payton, was up there with Darren Mougey, and Robbie Payton had this to say on Jelani Woods.
Yeah, excited about the ad of Jelani Woods. He's a big, strong, physical blocker, but he also has value in the pass game as well. You know, he was productive this preseason. We felt like he would really elevate the competition in that tight end room. So when that opportunity presented itself to claim him, you know, that was something that both the coaches and the scouts, you know, really felt good about and getting Jelani here.
He's big, strong, physical blocker with value in the passing game. Honestly, the biggest thing with Jelani Woods has been staying healthy. Thought he had a promising rookie season in 2022. Hasn't had a ton of playing time since then, but I was a little bit surprised the Jets decide to keep 4 tight ends plus Andrew Beck. So the Jets are going big. They are going to go with a lot of big personnel, and we'll get to wide receivers in a second here. But we're not going to see a lot of 3 and 4 wide receiver sets. It's going to be a lot of 2 tight end sets. There might even be 3 tight ends on the field. And outside of Mason Taylor, who I think is going to be the one who's utilized the most, pretty much everyone else, and including Andrew Beck in that, will be rotated through depending on situation. Jelani Woods, a good blocker, and just the size. At 6'7" is a playmaker. Green Bean loves him because he went to UVA. So if Green Bean loves him, that's good enough for me as well. Darren Mougey was asked about his quarterback, Justin Fields, and had this to say.
Yeah, I would say the operation. I've seen it improve every day, and specifically this past week, I think we've really seen good rhythm out at practice with the offense, a balanced attack, some run, some pass, but just the overall operation, the command, his leadership, obviously named a captain, as many of you found out this morning. So seeing that growth has been really good.
One of the things that Darren Mougey mentions that has improved from Justin Fields is the command, which is great. I like that. Is improving the improvement of the command of the offense, and that's going to be an important piece to the puzzle for Justin Fields. And look, I don't think anyone will ever doubt Justin Fields as a leader. I definitely think his teammates love him. He's a good dude, a good locker room presence. It's really up to him at this point to take that next step. And it was an up and down preseason for him. I think in the first game looked really good on that one drive that he got against Green Bay. Didn't look as good as a passer the next week. So a little bit of a mixed bag. And that was kind of the story during training camp too. There were some days where he looked good. And there were other days where he didn't look so good. And there were even practices where it started hot and finished cold, or the reverse, started cold and finished hot. I just think, the reality with this offense is there's going to be some weeks where it looks like they're clicking, and there's going to be some other times where there's natural struggles. I want to talk to you guys about today's sponsor, Mando. Mando's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like the mini body wash and the deodorant wipes, plus free shipping. You guys have heard me talk about it. My bourbon leather body wash and the bourbon leather body spray are my 2 absolute favorites from Mando. The body spray is just perfect for keeping you smelling fresh all day long. For 20% off, use code O'Leary at mandopodcast.com/O'Leary. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando. Naturally, the media also asked him about the Jets' wide receiver room.
I like the room. I like the room as a whole. Obviously, it starts with Garrett, as you mentioned, and look forward to seeing him this year. We'll move him around. He can do it all. And then the pieces that go around him. I think we got pieces that complement each other there. We've got 3 guys in Josh Reynolds, Lazard, Tyler Johnson. They've all played in the league and had success. Bigger bodies. You can move them around. They can block in the run game. And then you got the speed piece with Arian and Gipp. Gipp's got speed. He can play inside. We'll find ways to get him some touches as well. So I feel really good about the room as a whole.
Look, outside Garrett Wilson, there's some major questions, and I get it. Darren Mougey's not going to go up there and go, our wide receiver room sucks. It's horrible. That's not what any general manager is going to do. But I did find it interesting. We talked about some roster ads. In order to make room for a Jelani Woods and some of the other guys that the New York Jets claimed on waivers, they ended up waiving Tyler Johnson, which was a bit of a surprise for me. And the reasoning behind that is because for a lot of camp, he was running with the ones and getting reps as the third wide receiver. Now, Allen Lazard did miss a big chunk of camp. And once Allen Lazard came back, I'm assuming the Jets are now going to think of him as their number 3 or potentially a mix of him and Arian Smith. But the Jets are going significantly lighter now at receiver, only carrying 5, with Xavier Gibson making the team as the punt returner. So this offense is not going to be one where they spread the ball around to all their different wide receivers. They're going to be run heavy. When they pass the ball, it's going to be a lot to Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall and Mason Taylor. And beyond those 3 in the passing game, I don't think you're going to really see anyone else with over, 300 receiving yards. I think, 100 here, 120 here, and, you sprinkle it around and, maybe you get 3,300 or 3,300 passing yards on the season. That's just kind of where this team, I think, is going to be. But I did find his quotes interesting on the wide receiver room because that's one of the Jets' biggest positions of need, and he went to bat for them. He's, defending his guys, which is totally expected, like I said. But we'll see if the Jets do make any changes there. Jamal Pritchett comes back to the practice squad. No Brandon Smith as of yet. So we'll see what ends up happening at that positional group for the New York Jets. Guys, that'll do it for me today. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm Matt O'Leary, and I'll catch you next time.